once again me. So now we are continuing our visiting the museum. Now we have come up to the place where which shows the ancient Penjiken. So ancient Penjiken is one of the ancient cities in Tajikistan. So we start from the picture which is taken from one of the houses of aristocracies of Penjiken. So in that period, like before the Arabs' conquest, aristocracies in Penjiken city decorated the houses like this. So you see the man is sitting on the center. That shows the leader, or how to say, the leader of the family. And other paintings or pictures you see. And so here you can see the Sogdian letters, which was found in 1932 by a shepherd. So this is just the copy of the Sogdian letter. In 1932, a man or a shepherd was looking for his goat, and suddenly he found such unknown letters, which were Sogdian letters. And he brought the letters to the government of Penjiken. And so at last, the letters were sent to St. Petersburg. And the archaeologist, so the man who could read the Sogdian letter, found out that this was Sogdian letter, and by the help of these letters, they found the ancient location of ancient Penjiken. And from starting since 1946, the archaeologists started excavating the ancient Penjiken by the help of Sogdian letter, because according to the before that there was just a hill, so people thought that there was just an ordinary hill. But according to the letters, there was the city, so the ancient city, and then they started excavating from starting from 1946. So I'd like to attract your attention to the next picture, which shows the Chinese girl. But so usually people are surprised why a Chinese girl is painted here. Before, so in that period, I mean before Arabs' conquest to the Central Asia, so the painting art was highly developed in China, and so by the help or through the Silk Road, Chinese people or Chinese traders came to Central Asia, and they taught local people the art of painting. So that's why here. So this is fresco. This is just the copy of fresco, and the original fresco are in St. Petersburg, and some of them in the National Museum of Tajikistan in Dushanbe, and also some frescoes are in Penjiken also can be found. So the original fresco, I mean.
Hello, I'm Hussein. I'm a student, Z coursemate, and here I will talk about Arabian conquest in Central Asia. They came to Central Asia in 7th century, in 772, and they thought that here they believe Buddhism, and they burned the cities completely. Even and here is some pictures, and it's about its place, Kaaba, sacred temple of Muslims, where all the Muslim people go. And here you can see Quran, sacred book of Muslims. And I'll mention that here you can see burnt wood. It's as I talked to you before. They how can I say, burnt the city completely, and here is some signs. And if you go to Penjiken nowadays, even you can see in the walls some signs of fire. And here you can see amulet. It's things that people go to Domla. They put in the papers, they write about something from Quran, and people do it from how can I say, for their sake. And here beads. It's also people do it after their in namaz.
So hello, here it's me again. So this is globe. Actually, the original globe was made in the 19th century, and by local geographer. His name was Yusuf Mirfayozov. And this is just the copy of that, and the original globe is now in Samarkand. In 2006, in the opening ceremony of the museum, so they constructed this globe, and they brought it just as a gift to the museum.
This is the material Suzani. Its name in Tajik is Suzani. Usually the girl, mostly in the villages, they make Suzani by themselves before getting married, and hang that Suzani in their husband's house mostly 40 days. 40 days. It means that it brings. They believe that Suzani brings them happy family and healthy children.
Hi, my name is Mahmouda. I'm a student of the 4th course in Foreign Languages faculty. Now I want to draw your attention to our Tajik National House. And here is, you can see, here, in the past, in the 18th and 19th centuries, people cooked dish here, and still we have such kind of I don't know how it's in English, but it's like oven, and they made fire inside and put a bowl, and then they cooked. And here is smoke rose outside. And the next is oven. We call it tanur. It's Tajik national tanur. They made fire inside, and then they baked bread. And here is in this bowl they made water. They feed it with water, and then while they making a bakery, they threw the water up the bread, and then they put it inside the oven. And here is, we call it sabat. It's like another kind of bowl. When bread get ready, they put bread here and carry it to their house.
Hi, it's again me. I want to tell you about this diagram. Here you can see the Mongols, how they attack in our Khujand city, and here in Khujand, you can see our hero Temur Malik, who fought against Mongols. Mongols have 5,000 armies, but Temur Malik has only 100 armies, and they fought. Temur Malik fought against Mongols. Here you see how Mongols brought. Here you see how Mongols brought big stones from the mountains in order to make road, in order to get to this island. Temur Malik had many ships, but Mongols didn't have, and they brought big stones from the mountains in order to make road on the Sirdarya and get to the island of Temur Malik. And Temur Malik was wise because he covered you can see the picture, he covered the ship with mud, because Mongols has made fire on the top of the arrow, and mud mud can protect from the burning of the ship, and that's why they covered the ship with mud in order to protect by burning, by making fire. That's all.